Welcome back to my channel. Today I am building a family home. I don't know what style of home you would call this. So let me know down in the comments below what you think it is. There's the picture that I got off of Google for it and the floor plan so that you kind of know where I'm heading with it. I love this build. If I do say so myself, I'm the one that built it. And I'm just really excited to build it for you guys and let you see more of my building process. This home has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It has a garage, which, as we all know, there's no cars in The Sims 4, so that can be made into another room if you want to finish it out a little bit more and make it whatever else you want it to be. It could be another bedroom, it can be like a movie room, it can be an exercise room. Wherever you see that room going, do it. Take it there. No offense taken at all if you edit this to fit what you want it to be. It does have a laundry room. I do not have the laundry pack, the laundry day pack, so I didn't finish it out. It has space for a washer and dryer if you want to put them in there, if you do have the pack. Otherwise, the options are you can finish, it's already finished. You can combine the master bathroom and the laundry room to create a larger master bathroom. I think the master bathroom is an okay size as it is. Personally, though, in a real life home for me, I would want a larger master bathroom. So that's just my opinion. It has really cute front and back porches. I feel like because I've been utilizing floor plans recently to build my homes, they're coming out a lot more realistic than whenever I just attempt to make them as realistic as I can on my own. I get a little too boxy, a little unrealistic, especially with the roofing and things like that. So I spent a little bit of time trying to find a way to add like thicker bases to the bottom of these columns, and at the end of the day, I couldn't find anything that I liked with it, so I end up forgoing it. This video, I did try to edit it down as much as I could to make it shorter. I know from personal experiences, 30 minutes is quite a long time to sit and watch a video. So if you're watching this and you make it all the way through, I appreciate you so much for taking that time out of your day to do this with me. But I am going to try to start cutting them down more and more, but without cutting out too much of the fun stuff, you know? So let me know down below if there's stuff in this build that you want to see more of or if you want to see less of it. I know I took out the roofing part of it just because this video ended up being a total of over 3.5 hours for me to build this house start to finish. And the roof was 30 minutes of that 3.5 hours. So I ended up cutting that out completely from the video because it was giving me such a hard time. Roofing has never really been my strong suit in The Sims 4, Sims 3, Sims 2. When I get to the roofing, I just feel kind of defeated. So I tried really hard in this house to slow down, take my time with it, and make it work to look at the best that it could for this home. And I think at the end of the day, it turned out really cute. This house also features an upstairs, which is finished, so to speak. It has the flooring and it has the wallpaper, but I did not put anything up there. If you look at the floor plan, which I'll show you again at the end of the video in comparison to the floor plan I ended up finishing out on the home, you'll see that there is a staircase that goes upstairs, but on the Google image that I found did not actually show the upstairs floor plan. And based on the floor plan from the downstairs area, it looks like the staircase was behind a door, which I did not end up doing just because there wasn't space, which would indicate to me that the upstairs was probably like an optional finished attic space if you wanted to do it. So that whole upstairs is available for you to play around with if you want. You can leave it just kind of empty if you want also, or you can delete the staircase. Totally up to you. I did play with it though, and the upstairs area has plenty of room to do 2 more bedrooms. It has room to do a bathroom. You could do a bonus room up there, like an entire game room. There's a lot of areas to play around with this house, you know, with that empty garage, empty-ish, because you can delete stuff out of it, obviously. Empty-ish garage, and then the empty attic. So feel free to take it where you want to go with it. I also edited out, you'll see it later, but the master bedroom was giving me a lot of troubles on this house too. For some reason, I just couldn't find a bed and bed set that I liked in the master bedroom. I saw this home being very family oriented, family driven. The 2 bedrooms that are off on the left hand side of the staircase, those rooms end up being like a baby's room, a newborn, or, you know, a younger child, and then a toddler in the front room. So I figured that this home was a growing family, probably a young family, and so I decorated it as such. I put like kid stuff in everywhere, and I really like it. It gave it that really lived-in feel, that very comforting, homey feel. So, and I just realized too, I am also trying to get better on my builds about being mindful of finishing things all the way. In this house, one thing that I did is like I started with wallpapers, and I almost forget flooring in some of the rooms. I didn't forget any flooring, but I did forget like a little porch outside of the garage. So there's just like a door that's kind of just hanging off the edge of the garage. So if you want to delete the door, if you want to add a porch out there, whatever you want to do, I just realized it right now. So that happened. So the room here too that I'm putting the wallpaper in, that I just put that dinosaur, I said that so weird. That dinosaur paper wallpaper in is the baby's room, and then the room up at the front with all of those fun colors on the wall, that is the toddler's room. So I'm adding lights to the outside of the house. That's another thing that I always usually forget, is to add lighting around the outside of the house, because let's be honest, houses need lighting on the outside also because they look so dim. I was considering cutting out doing the landscaping, so please let me know down in the comments below, again, what you want to see more or less of. Like if you don't really care about the landscaping so much, or like you don't want to see it actually going through the process of placing it, I can always cut that out. And as you can see, the roofing, I've completed it. It's done. I extended that upstairs area out a little bit just to make the roof look better above that back porch. I think it looks very cute. Again, in my humble opinion. So, and I do make the front porch really cute. I add flowers, and I put a yoga mat out there. I think it's quite later. I think it's like one of the last things that I end up doing in the build, but yeah, so now we're getting into the landscaping of it. I really love the landscaping on this house. I feel like if you ever have issues with building a home in The Sims, because I know that we're not all impeccable builders. Some of us, you know, feel like we could work on areas. I know that's how I feel. Like exteriors of homes have not usually been my forte. But as I'm working on these videos and focusing on making like complete homes, I find myself focusing so much more on the things that I've always wanted to do better in The Sims. So, and I would recommend too, if you're not good at floor plans, to find floor plans online and start your home that way. Especially if you can find one that I was able to find with like an image of what the house looks like on the outside, but then a floor plan of the inside also. That really helps in navigating. Also, I would recommend get a bigger lot than what you think you need, because I keep managing to get these lots that just don't fit the homes of the floor plans that I find. This lot is a 30 by 20, and it's in Brindleton Bay, which is a part of the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. And I thought it would be fine for this home. I thought Brindleton Bay. I looked through all the neighborhoods that I had available to me and tried to find the one closest to what I felt like this home was going to be going towards. And so that's why I picked this neighborhood. And I thought this lot would be sufficient, but I was a little bit wrong. I mean, there's still room around it, but it's not the kind of yard space that I would like. And like, I don't like not having a more realistic driveway. I tried to make it work as best as I could. I don't usually use terrain tools either, just because I don't like it to look like it's not real. You know what I mean? Like having like a random mountain in the middle of this like field seems unrealistic to me. So, and if you're having issues with landscaping, you can always obviously take kind of what I'm doing and take it from there. I would recommend looking at other YouTubers also to kind of get an idea, and look at cheats and stuff, you know, knowing how to size things up and down, move things up and down, so that you can really bring a more realistic feel to the landscaping as best as you can. We're all always learning, so never feel like, if you feel like you just can't get it or you're just not doing it right, there's no right or wrong way to play The Sims. And that's what I think is so awesome about it. And we all have such different styles, you know, and there's so many different ways that you can go with things that it's incredible. And so, like, take this table, for instance, like, someone else might have not wanted chairs around it. Someone else might have not wanted a table back there at all. Like, it's awesome to be able to see everybody's different takes on creations and things, especially with homes, because I feel like they're so personal that it's really fun watching other people create things and seeing what they do with it. So I think we're about to move in. Yeah, we're moving into the interior of the home now. I usually do landscaping last, but I did it first this time just because I knew by the end of it I was not going to want to do landscaping. And since that's the area that I struggle with the most, I figured let's do it first, get it out of the way, get happy with it, be okay with it, and then jump inside the house, which is, to me, the funnest part of the building experience. So that's how I eat my food too, is I eat the stuff I'm least looking forward to and save the best stuff for last. The stuff I'm most excited about. That's what I would recommend with building also. And if you're getting frustrated with stuff, you know, get up, walk away, come back to it, and be ready to tackle it is my other recommendation. Because if you start getting frustrated, you just kind of stop caring about what you're doing, and so that's how I usually am with my landscaping. Is like, I don't want to do this, so I'm just going to throw this tree out here and it's going to be fine and it's going to look okay. And then my builds are just not the best, and they're not what I want them to be. Same thing with the roof. Oh God, you guys, I hate doing roofs. I feel like some people are just like so naturally able and talented when it comes to putting on Sims 4 roofs or just Sims roofs in general, but I really dislike it. I found this flooring, which is like, I feel like a giraffe print in this blue color, so I ended up changing the wallpaper in that room to match it because I was so in love with that flooring. It's a carpet. I'm not sure what pack it's a part of, if it is a part of a pack or if it's base game, but I really liked it. And you can find my builds. I did update my name on EA, so my user ID now is VERONBO3. VERONBO was already taken, so shout out to whoever also thought of that name. I could not have it though, so you can find my content under VERONBO3 in the Sims 4 gallery. If you're struggling to find it, please let me know, because I tried to look earlier, like on the actual website, and I couldn't find it. But I don't know if that's a different gallery than what is actually in the gameplay. So I'm really new to all of this, you know, like this is not stuff that I've done before. I'm just recently started getting into it, so again, we're all learning through this process. We can learn together. I really love the way that the baby's room came together. I was trying to make it kind of like an influencer room. Like, you know, if you go on like Instagram and you follow influencers, they always have like really cutesy bedrooms for their kids. Well, just cutesy rooms in general, I guess. But that's kind of where I was going with that. And then the toddler's room, I was just like, I feel like this toddler is just very colorful, very bright, and they just want a room that really just expresses that brightness. So that's what I gave them. One thing, obviously, that frustrates me is just the swatches that that's where my biggest struggle was with the master bedroom in this house, was that I couldn't find anything that matched. Like, I would find a bed that I liked, and then I like, oh, okay, let me go find a dresser that goes with it, and I couldn't find anything. Or, like, I found a dresser, but I couldn't find the nightstand, and, so that's why I skipped it, because I was just getting so frustrated with it. But, yeah. And, like, this swatch, like, for that shower tub combo, it's so hard to find a shower curtain and a shower that, like, look good with the room that you've already built. So that was frustrating. And I ended up changing the wallpaper in this room because it was a little too purpley for what I was wanting. Like, these shelving units are a little bit more blue. So I do change that later. I make it like a navy blue. And there's something about navy blue bathrooms that are a love of mine, I guess you could say. I just really like navy blue in homes too. Like, blue is a very common color to me, and so seeing it in homes is something that I really like to see. Here I am trying to find, I almost forgot the flooring in this room, to be honest. I was so focused on placing everything, and then I was like, oh yeah, I didn't add any flooring. I think I don't know if I already added something in here, but I think I end up adding the, oh yeah, I go back later and I do this really cute like herringbone. I think it's actually wood, but it's white. And you know, they make tile now that looks very woody. Like it looks like wood, but it's tile. So that's kind of what I was picturing that flooring to be in this home. But it's really cute. And I think I did white. This is where I start to look for flooring in here, and then I jump over and I'm like, oh my gosh, that herringbone is so cute. I'm going to put it in the bathroom. So, I don't think I've done, yeah, no, this is only my second build on my channel, and I haven't done any pools. I feel like as I've been playing The Sims, I always use like the same objects. I use the same color scheme. I use the same of everything, and I always put pools in the backyard and hot tubs, and so I tried really hard to not do that this time, and in my builds in the future also, just to kind of go outside of my comfort zone of what I'm normally doing in my builds and give you guys something different to look at, because again, I build for myself a lot. And so I build homes that I would want to live in, and I forget that that's not the only style that people want to see. Excuse me. So I really hope that this home brings a different like color scheme or just something different to the table that you're not used to seeing, or especially that I'm not used to seeing. I was trying to put that ventilator hood like right underneath the cabinets because I felt like that looked more realistic, and it just wasn't working, so I ended up just letting it hang out like that. But most of the time in homes, I feel like the ventilator hoods, if there is a cabinet above it, is like right underneath the cabinet. And I really love this kitchen. That like wall unit with the candles in it, I really like what I did with that, just because I feel like with my builds now, I'm learning how to be more creative through the process, and I'm finding things that I didn't look for before, or that I overlooked, that I just kind of ignored because I didn't know what to do with them. And I didn't like that just being a plain wall right there, with that being the entryway. I felt like it was too boxed in. So I added that there above a shorter wall, and I end up really, really liking it. And then I do the floating shelves in the corners of the kitchen, and I put some knick-knacky stuff on the top of it. Very, again, family driven. So I found these cute little plates that look like kids decorated them, and I put them up there on one of the shelving units. And then I figured that this family would probably own a pet. And so on the other side, I did, you know, like pet decorations, pet treats, and things like that. And I think like a spice jars and stuff like that. I like the way, all in all, that the kitchen came together. I got feedback on my last video that I did maybe a little bit too much clutter, a little bit too many plants. So I tried to restrain myself a little bit more this time and focus on just making stuff look cute and not over the top. So. All in all, I'm really just happy with the way this home turned out. I really recommend looking at floor plans on Google. I just think that it helps so much in directing you in a way to go. And even if like you find a floor plan and like you start moving stuff around and you're like, oh, I like this over here better, or like this over there. That's the point of it, right? It's like get inspiration from something and then make it your own. And just have fun with it. Like if you're doing something and you're not having fun with it, it might be time to find something else to do or discover a new way of doing it that makes it more fun for you, because you want to have fun whenever you're playing a game, right? You don't want to feel like obligated to make it something just because. So the floor plan did call for that fireplace in the corner. What I wish that I had done is put smaller windows there so that it wouldn't overlap like that. And I was thinking about moving the fireplace to that other wall that goes up against the staircase, but it just didn't look as cute. So another thing that I wish I had done in here was put more seating. I just feel like family-oriented homes probably have like a lot of entertainment areas because you know you have kids and your kids have friends come over, and you have parents that come over with their kids, and you're just all hanging out. And so realistically, you'd probably have more than just 4 seats. I mean, I guess people can sit on the floor, but I think that that room was large enough to play around with the furniture a little bit more. So if you want to add more seats in there, you go right ahead. I fully 100% support it. I used a lot of the stuff from the Parenthood pack in this game, but I do think I used probably every pack that I have available to me. I did not pay attention to that again, but on the gallery it does tell you what all packs were used. So there is that. I feel like there was something else that I was going to tell you guys, but I don't remember what it was. Probably about the game. I don't know. This is my second time doing the voiceover for this house because I did it the other night and I realized afterwards that I had cut out too much of the end of it. So it just like stopped randomly. And I was like, oh, great. Because I was also having computer issues. Like my computer wouldn't let me save anything because it said that I was out of memory. It was just a big thing. And now I know why Della Grassi always has tea whenever she's recording. It's probably help your throat. See, there's where I skipped over the master bedroom just because it was... Oh, I was struggle bussing through that room for sure. I was also considering, like, maybe whenever I do more, like, clutter items, trying to do those at, like, the very end so I could just cut those out. But I don't know. I don't know what you guys want to see. I don't know what... I mean, I can assume, I can guess based on my own... What is the word I'm looking for? My own opinion on when I'm watching other people's videos. Like, I feel like sometimes, you know, you just kind of get sucked into this YouTube hole where you just start watching videos and watching videos and watching videos. And And at that point, you don't really care how long they are because you're just along for the ride. So just let me know. So that's that room that I'm looking for. I think I'm looking for something to hang up in there. The like the clothes, yeah. That room is the laundry room. So on that other wall, the opposite wall from where I was putting that stuff, there's 2 spaces. So you could do stackable washer and dryer. You can do a washer and a dryer. Add some cute shelving units above them. Whatever you want to do, that room is up for playing around with. I did skip over the master bathroom just because it's not all that special. But there it is. So again, you can, if you don't have the laundry pack and you don't have any desire to have a washer and dryer on this lot, you can just wipe out that wall between them, get rid of that door from the laundry room to the hallway, and just make the master bathroom larger. I also skipped over a little bit of adding stuff into that garage area just because I was like, I don't know how much people really care. Like it was just like random stuff. Figured, oh, they probably have a ski-doo because they're family. They probably like to go to the lake and hang out and kick back. And so I just added some random stuff in there. Here I am just decorating the front porch. And I think that this is about where the video is going to end. So I want to thank you all again for being here with me today. Be sure to subscribe, like this video. Any feedback you have, I'd love to hear it. I'm open to it. I appreciate you guys so much. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.